Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for June 29th through July 5th. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to pull a crystal card, see what crystal might be good for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We do have a full moon in Capricorn and a lunar eclipsed full moon in Capricorn happening July 4th, 5th. We're going to see how the energies are affecting our lovely Taurus friends. And we're going to get right on into it, my darlings. Alrighty, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first card here is we have Two of Earth. So Taurus, some of you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or you might be feeling like there's a lot going on. You might be feeling very busy, and you might be feeling like you don't know like how to prioritize. You've tried prioritizing, but it's like everything is equally as important. There's nothing that you can kind of cut out. And so you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. When this card comes up, it encourages you to try to kind of bring in that spoonful of sugar with the medicine, like the Mary Poppins song, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Try ways of incorporating playfulness, or try ways of incorporating some aspect that is soothing to you as you're trying to get everything done. Sometimes Two of Earth can also indicate somebody that's trying really hard and working really hard, and they start getting very nervous, like, oh my gosh, like people like see me struggling over here, or they probably think I don't know what I'm doing. And so sometimes we feel like embarrassed, or we're like judging ourselves, or we're thinking everybody else is judging us. And this card is saying relax, right? Like get outside of your head. Most people are more concerned with what they're doing and how they look anyway. And so this is just about you trying to focus on what you're doing, trying to find the balance, and doing what you can to bring in a sense of playfulness with it. Especially since we're coming into the full moon in Capricorn, this energy is going to be showing a lot of people where their life is out of balance. Like where maybe you're putting in a lot of energy and where you're not getting enough. So all in all, this moon is coming in to help us find harmony in our life, harmony, peace in our domestic situations, or domestic arrangements, or our home life, our personal life. So this is a really good chance to try to get grounded and take advantage of that of that energy that's coming in, right? So Taurus, this might be a good opportunity for you guys to practice grounding, maybe even practice cord cutting. These can be very helpful for you guys in the week ahead, so that you're not getting frazzled, so that you're not getting discouraged, and so that you're not feeling or worried that other people are judging you. Because a lot of the times it's just kind of in your head. It's not really the truth of the situation. The next card here is the Six of Earth. And what did I tell you guys? I told you this energy that's coming in, it's going to be about that exchange, the harmony, like, finding balance. And Six of Earth is a card of universal flow. So whereas maybe you've been very busy and you're feeling like you're, spinning your wheels upside down, Six of Earth is a card that comes up when we come into this very natural flow, right? There's money coming in, there's money going out. There's money coming in, there's money going out. And Six of Earth is the ideal financial situation, because this is going to be the kind of situation where you have money put away for the future, you're saving. And as money continues to come in, you continue to save, but you also have enough to where you can enjoy life, right? You can enjoy maybe some of the smaller luxuries, finer luxuries. You're able to treat yourself, or to do things that you enjoy doing, and at the same time you have enough to where you're able to pay that blessing forward. You're able to help out other people that need help, or you're able to give to charity or organizations. You're able to help make a difference with the financial blessings that you have. So Taurus, for you guys to have Six of Earth following Two of Earth, this tells me that a lot of you are getting into the energy of working smarter, not harder. And some of you are finding ways in which you're finding your natural gifts and talents as a way of an income, right? I think this is especially true for some of you Taurus, that you've gotten over involved in the gig economy. I'm all about the gig economy. The gig economy helped me when I was transitioning from normal corporate world work into doing what I do today. So it helped me transition, and I'm all for it. But sometimes, and I can say from personal experience, there was a time I did this too. We overload on the gig stuff, right? It's like you have all these different things going on. You've got this little part-time job here. You've got the full-time job. You've got the gig stuff that you're filling in between. And there's like no time. There's no time for rest because you're doing so many different things thinking, I got to get more money in here. I got to get more money in here. But you're coming into the flow where you're finding ways of, being able to open up, where you're making money, you're attracting abundance, but you're not like, going to the limit of pushing yourself to extremes in order to do it. I feel a lot of you, even though we don't have Ace of Swords here yet, and I don't know if it's going to show up for you guys or not, I am feeling Ace of Swords or Ace of Air energy coming up for you guys, where you're having a lot of epiphanies. You're seeing solutions like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? That's going to be that's going to be a simpler way to handle this situation. For example, I feel some of you might even be looking at where there's been some unnecessary expenses that you haven't caught. Capricorn had something very similar in their energy and in their reading, so that might be something some of you are experiencing as well. Or maybe you're sitting down with a Capricorn and you guys are like, holy moly, like look at all of these unnecessary costs that we didn't catch, right? So you are just finding ways of expanding what you have and multiplying what you have and putting what you have to use to benefit yourself without having to, burn the candle at both ends. This full moon in Capricorn is helping us find where there's things out of balance. And so a lot of you Taurus are using this energy to further yourself financially. You guys are focusing on your physical necessities. You're focusing on your finances and on your money. And you're finding ways of opening up to have like a better foundation, to receive abundance, to receive work. I feel some of you are even like giving up on like this idea of a certain job title or certain type of business. You're more kind of looking at, what is paying or what is gonna pay off for you financially. Like maybe you've been staying at a company because you're like, oh, I want to move up. I want to move up. I want to get to that title, or I want to get to that level, or I want to have that, position. And then you're like, whoa, you know what? Like maybe this place really isn't paying very well. Maybe you're noticing that other companies are paying a lot more for what you're doing at this place. And you're like, you know what? I don't care about that title. I don't care about that position. Let me go somewhere else and do the same level job I'm doing now, or maybe something even lower level if it means that they're paying more. So some of you are just kind of letting go of like ego in terms like a position, or like, maybe you have a boss or somebody that's like, dangling a carrot, over your head. You're like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the carrot. That's an illusion that you're never gonna, let me reach. I'm looking at the real world here. I'm looking at the real life, right? I'm seeing past the illusion. I'm seeing past like the mind games. The next card here is patience, right? So this is a major arcana card. So this is kind of like a new chapter that you're coming into where there's going to be a lot of changes. And Spirit is asking you to be patient through the changes and to trust in timing. Some of you are freaking out like, oh my gosh, I'm this old now, or I've been doing this for this many years and it should have been, done by now, or I should have been here, I should have been there. This card says, look, have faith that you're on schedule, and that things are going to pan out. Things are going to develop, that there's divine timing at work here, and you're being taken care of, to have that faith. This is a great card to kind of keep the affirmation of, God, angels, heaven, universe. I cannot wait to see how this all pans out. I can't wait to see what you have in store. I can't wait to see what road you're going to open up for these blessings and these changes. So just know and understand that some of you Taurus are being way too critical of yourselves right now. You're being way too hard on yourself for where you're at, right? It's kind of like, for those of you who drive, if you've ever been in a situation, I know like here in Los Angeles, we'll get a lot of traffic, and especially like, you know, there'll be like the people in like the sports cars and stuff, like they want to cut you off, or they want to hurry up and get around you, and they go speeding off, right? Like they think that they left you in the dust, and then 2-3 minutes later, 5 minutes later, whatever, you're at a stoplight and you're right next to the person who cut you off, or, you know, cut you off and beat you to the light and left you at the red light, and you guys are in the same place. So it's like, oh wow, I'm glad you saved all of that time. You know, I'm glad you're so fast, right? But you end up at the same place at the same time. So that cutting ahead, that shortcut, is an illusion, right? And so a lot of you are going to realize that, hey, you know what? And for example, right now what's going on, it's kind of like we're at a new beginning economically. The economy is really changing worldwide because of what we've been through and what's going on. And, you know, the playing field is changing. So just have faith and trust that things are going to start getting better. Things are going to start shifting. There's going to be a new way of doing things. And you're not behind. Remind yourself of that. Anytime you feel behind, think about those cars who drive like jerks and cut you off, and then they end up right next to you, right? Or when I used to take the bus, you know, like the cars that wouldn't want to let the bus go back into the traffic, right? Like they speed by, and the bus driver's having a hard time pulling away from the curb and getting back into driving. And then eventually the bus passes those cars. You see those cars, like, haha, bye, you know? So remind yourself of that. Your next card here is Ten of Fire. And Ten of Fire is traditionally in Tarot 10 of Wands. And it has, 10 of Wands has a few different meanings. But as we see through this awesome picture on this card, in this particular deck, it's focusing on the specific meaning of being done with something. So all these little pieces of paper, these are like all of the old contracts and agreements that are no longer working for her. She's tired of being under them. She's tired of them weighing her down and burdening her, and they're all just burning. She's done with them, right? It's like that new beginning. Like I said, some of you are beginning to see, whether it's in your work life or family life or friend life, you're noticing who's dangling these carrots over your head, making you feel like, well, if you just try a little bit harder, if you just give me a little bit more effort, then here's what you're going to get out of it. Here's where your blessing is. And some of you are like, wait a minute, I don't like this agreement. I don't like the agreement that I have to give 200%, 300%, 400% for you to give me something that, you know, I've already earned a long time ago, right? Like, why should I give you, you know, so much to receive something that, you know, is in my right to have, that I've already proved myself. So I feel for a lot of you, these contracts that are ending, it's the kind of situation where you've been jumping through hoops and you're not going to do it anymore. You're done. You're over it. You're not going to do it anymore, and you don't want it anymore, right? You're just coming into the energy of you knowing your worth and not wanting to take any kind of crap on your shoulders anymore. You don't want to carry unnecessary stress. You don't want to carry unnecessary burdens. So there's a really big release in this way. We're going to go ahead and see what crystal is coming up for you guys. And Taurus, I encourage you guys to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks they may resonate with you more. They might bring you a little extra information that can be helpful. If you would like a private reading with me, you can schedule a private reading with me through Calendly. Okay, there's link is in the description. Alrighty, my dear. So what do we have here? The crystal that's coming up for you is great for improving timing. Oh, we talked about time, right? Getting frustrated with timing and feeling like you're behind. Wow. So see, already there's a connection. Improve timing, increase the occurrence of synchronistic opportunities. Be inspired with creative ideas. We talked about that Ace of Swords energy, the solutions and the ideas. develop understanding of various cultures and spiritual philosophies. Wow. All right, very cool. So the crystal that you guys have is turquoise. And the affirmation that's given here is, I am always at the right place at the right time with the right people. I just got chills, Taurus. Ooh, I just got chills. Spirit is coming through for you guys with this message, and I love it when that happens. We talked about it. You guys are feeling stuck or you're feeling behind, and Spirit is like, remind yourself, I am always at the right place at the right time with the right people. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And Archangel Michael is associated with turquoise energy as well. So if you want to bring in like archangels that you want to work with, or that you want to, you know, kind of, you know, do affirmations with the archangels, Archangel Michael is associated with turquoise. Okay. This is beautiful. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for you. I'm going to go ahead and claim my Taurus moon here. Alrighty, my darlings, this is a good reading. I'm really, really excited for you guys. Those of you that you want more like love and romance stuff, you know, the love readings for June are linked in the description. July will be up in a couple of days, as will the channeled angel messages for Taurus for July. It'll be up in a couple of days. So if you subscribe and hit notification, you'll be able to get a notice when those are up. But if you haven't watched the ones for June, check them out. They're linked in the description. I also want to announce the winners for the June giveaway. Angelica in the United States is the winner of the free 30-minute reading. And Jackie in England is the winner of the Angelite bracelet that I gave away. I'm going to do another giveaway for the month of July, and I'll be announcing the prize July 1st on my social media, amethystangellight, Instagram and Facebook. So I don't know what the giveaway is going to be just yet. I got to think about it. I got to see what I have to offer, what I have to give. And we're going to do for you all, also one person will win a free 30-minute reading. So every month I'm going to give away a free 30-minute reading and a different prize. And the way to get in to win, you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to tag your friends. You don't have to share anything. I'm just going through the card of the day and the pick a card game that I post on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm just seeing from the comments who's jumping out at me, and I'm picking one winner from Facebook and one winner from Instagram. Alrighty, my darlings. So hopefully at some point in time I'll be able to give away more than one 30-minute free reading a month. I absolutely want to give away more free readings. I'm just trying to get my life organized so I can make that happen, guys. Like you, I have responsibilities. Like you, I have to work to pay the bills. So I'm doing my best. But hopefully in the near future, I will have more time to do like more free stuff, right? To come online and do more free readings and more free reading giveaways. Because I know that it's hard right now, and not everybody has the money to pay for a reading. I know this. And this is one of the reasons why I do the weekly forecasts. So I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care, Taurus.